Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. Gemini, I'm leaving it open to the universe. What does the universe want to talk to you about this week in this tarot oracle reading? I've got my energy oracle deck. I've got my doggy wisdom, and I've got my light seers tarot. And I also have the teeny tiny everyday witch. So let's get started, gems. Gems. What does the universe want to talk to you about? Oh yeah, I just remember in your reading last week. Maybe you don't even need to come here. Probably the universe just talking directly to you anyways. Let's see. Maybe there's a guide, a spirit guide of yours, you know, wants to talk about something specific, wants to bypass the big guy and come to you through something. Let's see. Gemini. What's the universe want to talk to Gemini about this week? What is the topic of discussion? Oh, Jesus Christ. Sorry. Look at the temple path. Keep doing your godly stuff there. Oh, look at the angel of love. Oh, that's, wow. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Kind of like, okay, when I read, I kind of, one of the things I've learned to do intuitively is to sort of ask questions in my mind and take the first response. So that's one of the ways to kind of open up your intuition. But you have to almost like kind of go blank, right? Like you can't, because you can get into the problem where it's your own mind responding to you on a more conscious level. Even just thinking about that makes my mind shut down, my intuition shut down. I wasn't getting an answer in the question I was asking, so I'm really curious about that, because part of what I was feeling here was that you're kind of, you're guiding someone on a spiritual path. Because the angel of love comes in to kind of guide us somewhere. That's the underline. And you've got temple path here. Some of you, that could be true. I feel like some of you, particularly with the reading that y'all had last week, you are like some sort of, I don't know, like a spiritual leader? Something like that. I want to even just say like, even like social work or something like that. I can't pick it up. I can feel it in the energy. I'm picking something up that's been coming in here. So, but I mean, for the majority of y'all, the angel of love is guiding you here. You do have an angel that's coming in, and this one specifically takes us on paths of the heart, takes us on paths that are for our higher good, our true callings. These could be connections that we're going to meet people along in these paths. And it's really kind of profound that you have the temple path coming out with this angel that's guiding you in love. And I feel like even if some of you are sort of like spiritual leaders somehow, or leaders in a community, or leaders of, I don't know, people around you maybe look up to you, I do feel like this angel still works through you. So what's the feel? So why I have the doggies here is the doggos are going to talk about like the feelings and the emotions around this temple path. So I don't know if this is up, because I haven't pulled out tarot yet. Is this a path that you're already on? Is this a path that you're about to be guided on? And I feel like you may get that answer based on what I pull from the dogs, like what this temple path feels like. Because if I pull an energy that doesn't necessarily represent some sort of journey you're on right now, I want to say it's probably something in the future for you. So let's see. This temple path, the angel of love. Now I'm also hearing, you know, don't assume that every angelic path of your higher good is always going to feel good. What with your enthusiasm? Well, you got a lot going on. Why are you pulling out so many puppers? Okay. Just a second. You have enthusiasm and sadness and companionship and forgiveness and innocence. You got a lot of emotions going on. You have a lot of emotions on this path. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. There's the ear lick of forgiveness. Pisces had that. The ear lick of forgiveness. It looks like it would tickle. Looks like it would tickle. Now, okay. You're enthusiastic. Sadness? Now, it's almost like there's some sort of sadness within, I wonder. I'm again wondering. Like you're either somehow energetically leading someone to you, or it's hard for me to describe. It's one of those kind of messages where there doesn't feel like there's the right words in the English language to describe it. Because, okay, let me pull these down. They don't have to be so far away. I could put my glasses on if I can't see them. There's like some enthusiasm here to, I really want to say, correct some sort of sadness that's been brought between two people. I would assume maybe you're one of them. Because look at two, like we have doubles here. Companionship, there's two. Forgiveness, there's two. And then you have innocence here. Why is the innocence over here? Oh, it could be trying to maintain some sort of a purity in a relationship. You're enthusiastic. Okay, you're going on a path here that is guided by love. So the intent is love. The intent is for the higher good of all. It is very beautiful. The intent is for the higher good of all. You are the most prominent emotion, energy you have around this is enthusiasm. You're enthusiastic about this. The real meaning here of this path is kind of keeping the purity of some sort of relationship here. And it's almost like the purity of some type of relationship has been somewhat tainted because there's sadness in this companionship and forgiveness is here. And you know, it's interesting energy because I don't feel like it's something like somebody did wrong. Somebody did this, or somebody cheated on somebody, or somebody lied to somebody, or, you know, it doesn't have that feeling. It has a feeling of, I would just want to say misunderstanding. Misunderstanding, miscommunication. I'm guessing from something from the past, because it's all about maintaining the purity, the innocence of a connection. Is there any purity or innocence to maintain in a connection if there's cheating and lying, and right? Like, so if I don't feel like it's that, like, I don't feel like it's some ex from the past that was lying and cheating, or you were lying and cheating. It doesn't feel like that at all. This is something that is much more, I guess the word sacred actually is coming out. Oh, look at happiness. That's sweet. These dogs are cute. I want all these dogs. I can't. Lily. Can't Lily. Anyways, happiness. My little dog, Lily. So wait, I was going to tell you. I got to tell somebody. Nobody really to talk to except my son. So I had to take Lily into the vet on Monday. This is my little dog. So if you don't want to listen to this, I'm sorry. This is what happens when you come into the tarot reader's house. You know, it's just a second. It's getting old. You got to hear my stories. So a tooth, one of her back, I don't know what they are. Is that a canine? It's like a molar. They called it a slab. It was a really weird thing. It's like the tooth kind of cracked, but it didn't crack like they didn't have to do anything to the tooth. They just had to remove the slab that cracked off because it was still hanging there under the gum. So they had to give her a little sedation to do that, right? She's not going to sit still and let them do that. So I had to take her into the vet. She couldn't have any food that morning. They sedated her. I'm telling you, she wasn't gone for more than, I dropped her off at like 8:15. I think she was home within 3 hours. Like, you know, and she hung out with me in this cuddle chair that we have to work off her sedation. She had the saddest little eyes and everything. Long story short, the sedation gave her diarrhea. So she was just a mess. It was just a mess. Anyways, I'm glad I have a carpet cleaner. And then I just think she produced her own anxiety. She has a way of doing that. She's very empathic and very sensitive. She's a very sensitive little soul. So then she started licking her paw, over licking it, and now she's limping. Oh my God. All of this because of the little slab on the tooth. So anyways, my dog is too sensitive because sometimes I feel like I should just have like a rescue for puppies. But Lily couldn't Would break her heart. Anyways, let's get back to your reading. Sometimes I need like, you know what I need? I need a psychiatrist to help me through the dog sometimes. It's so emotional. Yeah, so anyways, I have this healing balm that I've been putting on her foot. I should just edit that out. I feel like I ranted. I'm tired though. The dog is wearing me out. All right. I can't pull out a tarot card for every one of these emotions. Maybe one. Maybe one. I'm going to pull 3 out for the temple path. You've pulled out a lot here. You have pulled out a lot here. This is, yeah, maintaining the innocence and the purity of some sort of connection. Sort of like enthusiastic about correcting the sadness in some sort of companionship. There's a little bit of ear licking going on. As long as it's not paw licking. It's between the pads, right? She's chapping up her skin. So I've just been trying to cuddle her a lot, which just makes her more needy, but oh well. The 5 of Swords, the Knight of Wands, the Justice card. Oh yeah, it looks something's been cut out. So I don't know. Maybe, you know, this even has the feeling of maybe somebody you met somewhere, right? Like somebody that you met. And it's almost like, I want to say if it's sort of, there's some sort of divine energy around this relationship. The fact too that there's an angel guiding you to do this. The path is kind of, it's being presented here. It's like, yes, let's allow this to happen. It's almost like maybe you met somebody somewhere, you got off on the right foot, and then, I don't know, there was some kind of misunderstanding. And it feels like too with the 5 of Swords that you don't feel that connection anymore. You're not connected to that person. Almost like wanting to reconnect with them because you're like, I know there was something there. I feel like there was supposed to be, I don't know, maybe you're supposed to be long-term friends. Maybe you're supposed to be lovers. I have no idea what it is. Not really coming in that way, but it definitely is a relationship here that perhaps got cut out too soon or too quickly. The Knight of Wands, there's a real drive on this path. It's almost like you can see the path is wide open in a way with the Knight of Wands and Justice. Like justice will be served. I'm going to tell you right now, I feel like this path is wide open. I mean, energy changes. It does all the time. So something could hiccup this. I don't know. But it looks like to me that something that has been cut out that is a very spiritual connection, and there is some sort of need or desire on your part to purify this connection. The path is there. It is looking like justice for you to do this. Now let's look at all of these feelings and emotions. Wow, the Knight of Wands. The King of Wands with enthusiasm. Yeah, you're ready to go. You're ready to go on this. Sadness. The Fool. Maybe somebody acted a little foolishly here. Companionship. The Page of Pentacles. Forgiveness. The Moon. Innocence. Oh, the 3 of Swords. It could also be something, this could be something too, like, because we have the Page of Pentacles with companionship, there's 2 ways this could be coming through. This could be somebody that maybe was learning from you, somebody that you may have had some sort of a position of authority, perhaps. Because I picked that up too, with you guys being like spiritual leaders somehow. Spiritual leaders somehow in a community or in a group. Could also be even something like, it could even be your own kid. Maybe there's been some sort of, and you're like, no, you know what? We really need to keep this relationship healthy here. This can't be something that continues to, like, you know, maybe someone feels like somebody's not talking to me anymore. I feel like they're not opening up anymore. Forgiveness with the Moon. There's something here that's unknown. So it's almost like the forgiveness, there's, you know, even talking about like someone that might be younger than you, could be your own child or somebody that I kind of feel like you have some sort of position of leadership or guidance, you know, in somebody's life. It could be, you know, sometimes you have to make, especially if you try to put yourself into the perspective of a child, and we've all been that. And, you know, like your parents will make decisions and choices that at the time you may not understand. And it just feels like, you know what, they hate me. Why they're doing this? What are they doing to me? My life is terrible. And then, you know, you go through your teens and you work through that, and then you become a young adult. And you could, if you remember, you take the time to put some perspective on it and look at it from a more experienced frame of mind as this child grows up, you can realize, oh, now I know why they did that. At the time, it seemed like, oh, shit. So interesting, right? Because there's something here, but the forgiveness, it's almost like something that somebody didn't know. So if some of you are somehow like some sort of leaders, spiritual leaders, or you just, I don't know, like you're older than whoever you're dealing with, or you have some sort of, leader guidance-ship around them. There's almost like maybe something you had to do in the past that created sadness in this relationship. And right, the Three of Swords, that's a loss of innocence. That's a loss of innocence. That's a loss of the purity. Because of perhaps some sort of actions or something that needed to be done, what I'm getting here, that wouldn't have been understood at the time or could not have been divulged, right? Like a parent, like you're not going to say, well, you could. This kid's not going to hear you. Listen, you're not going to join that heavy metal rock band and start doing heroin and cocaine at like 13 years old. It's not going to be good for you. It's going to go down a bad road. No, I'll be fine. Right? Like they're not going to hear it anyway. So that's really interesting. Oh, wow. Look, the Ten of Cups. You have happiness, the Angel of Love, and the Ten of Cups at the bottom. It's to purify something that has been tainted by, I don't know. I would describe it as some kind of a misunderstanding, but it's almost like there's no communication here anymore. And of course, I'm tired too, because I was awake most of the night holding Lily. She wasn't licking her paw. Reminds me of when she got fixed when she was younger. And she wasn't allowed to sleep on a bed or anything because they didn't want her jumping off, right? Or hurting herself or opening up the stitches. So I made like a little bed for her on the ground. And I woke up in the middle of the night and I heard her crying in her sleep. So I went and I laid on the ground with her. And I cuddled her and we slept on the floor together. The dog has got me wrapped around both of her, all four of her little paws, I tell you. The temple path. Oh, the Emperor. The Four of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, and Judgment. Oh my God, it is. It's like showing up as a leader and you have to, right? What is this? It is. I don't know who you are. What are you doing? Yeah, I don't know. But I'm not going to keep saying what I said because it's the same thing that keeps coming in, like the scenario that I've given. And it's the Emperor with the Four of Pentacles, like not moving, not budging on something. But then the Ace of Swords and Judgment, it's almost like, oh, now's the time to do it. Now it is the time to do it. Now the path is open. The Five of Swords, this is where it feels like this got cut out. Look at that. The Knight of Wands, which is also sitting beside it. The Knight of Wands and the Moon. It's going towards this forgiveness that has something to do with, I don't know, something that was unknown here. There might be some fears about how this is going to go, but I'm not really picking that up with you. I mean, your initial and your most prominent energy is enthusiasm. The Knight of Wands. Six of Wands. The Death card. The Five of Cups. The Six of Cups. Well, that's curious. Okay. Because there was some sort of success here. You had some sort of success. I don't know. Maybe you're trying to teach someone a lesson. But that doesn't sound right. I mean, unless you were doing it in a... teach someone a lesson. It's got to be a better way to formulate that idea into words. Because I'm going to teach them a lesson. That's not what I'm picking up here. Because there's some sort of success. There was some sort of success, maybe in this Emperor energy. But then that comes to an end. And there's a rebirth here. And it's almost like the rebirth is immediately disappointed about a soulmate connection. Disappointed about innocence. The Five and the Six of Cups. Justice. The Devil. Ooh, yeah. See, the Devil will take away innocence and purity. The Devil, the Seven of Wands, and the Eight of Wands. It's time to move past this Devil. Now, I just want to say, because I did at one point, I made the point of saying, like, it feels like this path is open. Like, it feels like if energy doesn't change, like it's going towards happiness. The Ten of Cups, this angel of love will have completed her mission here on earth with you, at least for this. All right, but this Eight of Wands, it just tells me, like, not everything is guaranteed. I just want to say that. I don't know why I'm picking that up. If energy is kind of floaty, it's just because all these wands don't face the same way. You're definitely taking it in the right direction, right? Get past the Devil, but you got to be guarded to do that. And then the Eight of Wands, so that usually means, well, now you've got the movement. Now you've got the communication. Now this is happening. There's two sticks. There's two variables that are slightly against. I don't know what that is. The world is always changing. Our lives are always changing. So just keep that in mind. Enthusiasm and the King of Wands. The Nine of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups. This kind of looks like you've been looking after yourself for a while. The Nine of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups, but you're like, you're not, so you've been investing. If I want to say, like, if you're walking away from the Nine of Pentacles, if you're walking away emotionally from there, it feels like if there was an investment in yourself, if you had to invest in yourself for a time, and maybe that's what this is. Maybe you needed a little bit of break from groups or people that, and some people don't understand, well, why did you take a break? Gemini, why did you leave? Why did you take off? Or why? I don't know. But there's definitely some sort of need to look after something here for yourself. And then, like, that need isn't required anymore with the Eight of Cups. And your enthusiasm. You're enthusiastic to move forward. Sadness and the Fool. What is that about? Because this feels like there's nothing really standing in your way. Or does this relate to someone's behavior was maybe foolish? Sadness and the Fool. This card is poking me in the hand. Justice, the Five of Wands, and the King of Swords. You know, it almost feels like, sorry, this didn't happen sooner. Because you've got the Justice card again, and right, it looks like it's something is correcting itself, something is getting better, and there's an argument here, or there's a misunderstanding with the Five of Wands, competing interests. Maybe there was some sort of competing interests. You had to look after your own interests here. I mean, I'm getting that, but you're walking away from that right now. You don't need to invest in that way, in that capacity anymore. Companionship and the Page of Pentacles. Oh, the Ten of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. I don't know. I feel like you see some sort of long-term possibility with something here, with someone. I don't know, maybe you would even have kids with this person. I don't know, because you have the Page with the 10 and the Four of Wands. I mean, it literally looks like someone who would, if this isn't an actual, like, marriage commitment, it could be a business commitment. It could be somebody who's been maybe learning something that you already know, and they've needed to kind of work through things, and you need to do something independently here. Oh, but walking away from the Nine of Pentacles to go towards the 10. Oh, now I see. I mean, it could be. Yeah. You've taken something, you've worked on yourself and possibly any personal projects to the extent that you really can. I mean, now this feels like wanting to take this, what would be the next level, which would be the 10. So it could be someone that you're definitely, I don't know, maybe it's someone, you know what, we'd be great roommates together, or I can see myself long-term with this person if it's romantic, or start a business with someone. And this Page of Pentacles could represent just all of the new things that you would learn together in that, or it could be children as well. And this person could be younger than you. Forgiveness, the moon. Oh my God, Lily's bed. She's not here. You know why she's not here? Because she knows I'll watch her if she's going to lick her foot. Dog. What is this? Okay, the Three of Cups, the Ten of Swords, the Nine of Cups. Oh, I don't know, maybe you've been playing the field. I don't know what you've been doing there, Gemini. But the Three of Cups, so forgiveness. There was something going on here. There's, I don't know, maybe it is a third party, or I don't know if it's, well, you have the Three of Swords too. Definitely some sort of third energy here, right? And the Devil's most likely representing that somehow. Whatever that could be, I don't know. But that's over, because now it's the Nine of Cups. You have the Nine of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. So you are both emotionally and physically sovereign in a way. You've left behind a lot of things from the past. Innocence and the Three of Swords. I mean, this is a huge part here about trying to maintain or bring back some sort of purity. Innocence and the Three of Swords. Wow. Yo, dudes and dudettes. That is just so 80s, isn't it? It's got the Two of Cups, the Four of Swords, and the Ace of Wands. Oh, why am I looking at it that way? Did anything else flip? Talk about, like, right, a relationship here. Really, for all intents and purposes, really be pure. So the Two of Cups, healing the Two of Cups, and getting real excited about it. Let's look at your Ten of Cups. The Magician. Oh, and the Wheel of Fortune. You are manifesting. Yeah, you're manifesting a big change in some sort of relationship here. Happiness. All of your underlying cards are great. The Ace of Cups. Why am I even pulling cards anymore? Angel of Love. Tell us, Angel. Tell us Gemini's story. What have you been through, Angel? No, because, I mean, I feel like I'm just kind of almost, it is, the clarifiers are really sticking with this story. So, Angel, you tell us, what have you been through? The Four of Cups. The Four of Cups. The Strength card. And the Page of Swords. Oh my God, this poor angel. You have the Hierophant and the Queen of Swords at the bottom. Seeing strong commitments. Now, like, so this angel, okay. What has this angel been through with you? I'm going to say. So this angel has, there's things that were not seen at times that the angel hoped you would see them. There are things that were missed at times when the angel hoped you would not miss them. Like I'm reading a poem. And this angel has persevered. There's been times where you have felt that the angel has left, but the angel has never left. The angel was often working to dissipate and change energy that you were approaching. The angel was often working to calm storms before they began. And with the Page of Swords, this angel has always observed you, and this angel has been just guiding all the time and keeping the way clear. And that's what I said. I feel like I was reading a storybook. So, no, Cindy with very little sleep. It's a very different kind of reading, isn't it? It's like having a baby again, a dog. Oh my God, I love her so much. I'm going to go do your extended, Gemini. And in the extended, this is going to be interesting. I'm just going to pull out cards, see what the universe wants to say to you about, the topic of this reading. Thank you so much, Gems. Until next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.